is here.
Hi everyone, I'm Rocco Marangelli. Welcome.
Welcome.
To Newsgeek.
Yes.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. You wanted me to start, and you want to just jump all over me. But anyway, we're here to recap Super Showdown, Friday's
we watched
wonderful show in Saudi Arabia, the WWE show. If you haven't seen it already, you can watch it on the network, I guess. But
go watch it. Watch some of it. You don't need to see all of it.
It starts off pretty okay, and then it just downhill.
Yeah.
Until the end, which was pretty sad.
Oh, that was hard to watch. I felt like old Yeller. Got time to put him out to the pasture.
We'll get to that in time, but first, I am the defending champ. We'll see if I retain after today. Because we have another pay-per-view coming up very soon.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
Stomping Grounds.
That's a terrible logo.
Super Showdown 2.
Have you seen the logo?
I haven't yet.
It
no.
Is terrible.
Is it a boot like stomping
on
some rock?
A boot.
It is?
Stomping on the word stomping ground.
Artist mind, I know.
Anyway.
That was the easiest thing you could do, and you did it.
And they did it. Why aren't you working for them? Anyway.
I wish.
We'll start.
Hire me, WWE.
Anyway, should we start from here, or should we start?
Let's start from the order of the pay-per-view.
Okay, pre-show was Usos versus Revival. We did not predict it, but we predicted it off camera after the fact because it was announced on Thursday.
And I said Revival, right?
You said the Revival. I said
Which I love the Usos.
Decent match, pretty quick. Like
Usos won.
Yes, the Usos won. Pretty clean.
What was the spot of the match? Because I don't recall.
I mean, there was a couple like suicide dives, and the finish was them double super kicking. Austin, I think it was. But anyway, Usos win, even though the Revival gets a tag team title shot tonight. So who cares?
Why?
Anyway.
Why don't the Usos get to fight tonight?
They'll probably get involved, right?
Oh,
Triple threat.
Triple threat for the pay-per-view. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, that's it.
That way, when Hawkins and Ryder lose it, they might kind of look strong because they might have not got pinned.
Exactly.
The Usos are there to take the pin from the Revival. I bet Usos will lose that one.
I don't know.
Hypothetical wrestling predicting
I don't know.
now.
We'll get to that in like a week or so because we're gonna go right down to the first match of the night, which was Seth versus Corbin for the Universal Championship. This mirrors WrestleMania, where Seth and Brock went first.
I remember I was chatting to you why, and what was your answer?
Oh, so Brock could get out of there.
Yeah, so Brock could go
That's
home.
exactly what he did at WrestleMania. Like, we're going to do this now so he can go home. And that's exactly what's going to happen here. Seth was selling the ribs from Monday's Attack. So it was an okay match. It was it was a good Baron Corbin match. An okay Seth Rollins match. But of course, Seth Rollins retains. But, the finish was, he went to go get a chair, Corbin, because he was getting frustrated. And I think John Cone was the ref. He was like, no, you can't do that because you'll actually be disqualified because, not a DQ. So he, gets all up in John Cone's face. And John Cone could not take it anymore, and I was like, "You listen to me here." And
the crowd really liked that. The crowd really liked that.
Yeah, I liked it. I was like, "Oh, nice." And then Corbin was like, "Oh, okay." And then roll up. Baron Corbin always loses to the roll up.
Does he? It's because
Yes,
he's so lanky. Lanky people can't get out of a roll up, maybe, because they have so much to roll up. They're so.
Well, that's how Seth wins, and then at the end he takes an end of days, and that leads to Brock Lesnar coming out to cash in because that's what he said he was going to do.
I hate the way Paul Heyman carries the brief, like a
napkin or something.
Like he's gonna. Yeah, I don't like that.
Well, he comes in. This was funny because I thought this was not intentional when Heyman trips over the middle rope, I believe it was, and Brock Lesnar's like, "Oh, you're all right."
Yeah, right. I think it was intentional though.
It was intentional because it was supposed to be a distraction and giving Rollins the chance to get him with a low blow. He never cashed in, so he still has the briefcase, but Rollins has thwarted Brock Lesnar's cash-in. Again. So
I do like Lesnar with at first I was like, oh, come on, but I think he's a good guy to have the briefcase because he's so intimidating. Like, someone's about to get beat down before he cashes it in.
But it makes him look more dumb for not cashing in on Monday.
I think he's smart, though, for waiting.
Why would he wait?
Because he has a whole year.
But you had it right then and there. You were killing him. You were bashing him with the chair.
He wants to make him suffer.
I presume so. He has a whole year to make Seth Rollins suffer, right? He has a whole year.
Whole year.
Wait till WrestleMania next year. Anyway, Seth retains. Anyway, next we had probably the match of the night. Here it goes.
Yes.
Finn Balor versus Andrade for the IC belt. Good match.
The Demon Finn Balor.
Demon. So we predicted this correct because it was the Demon. Come on.
Hands down, favorite match of the night.
But this was easily the Demon's toughest match since being on the main roster.
Yeah. They never had an NXT match. I'm thinking of Andrade versus Johnny.
Joe.
But you really can't have Andrade win without Zelina there. I think it'd be too weird to have him win that belt.
Fine.
I mean, she's a big part of his.
She is, but he could win without her.
He can, but not a title.
But it's interesting because he kicks out of his finisher, Andrade's finisher,
which no one really has.
No one has, and it cracks me because Andrade goes, "My finish, my finish." Sounds pretty funny, and then he takes like a.
It's a great finisher too. That is a.
It looks pretty plain, but when you think about it, you're like, yeah, it's pretty rough.
You got no defense.
There's no defense, exactly.
Yeah.
Which I guess what the Dirty D's was supposed to be. But anyway, yeah, the finish was a DDT from the top rope, and then the coup de grace, and then that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I heard Andrade's mother died like hours after the match.
Yeah, like 2 hours after. Yeah, that's crazy.
So that's unfortunate. You know.
That is sad.
Condolences to Andrade and his family. Then we moved on to Roman versus Shane, the best in the world. This is when it started going downhill a little bit. I enjoyed this match, but yeah, the result was pretty interesting.
This is where I made a sandwich. Legit. I went and made a sandwich and I didn't really even watch this match.
Here's the problem with this match. Shane was way too dominant in this match.
Yeah.
Like, he kicked out of a Superman punch one, and he had Roman like in a triangle and like without Drew doing anything really, and he was like just all his offense was on Roman. Like I did not get that. This is Shane McMahon versus Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Like, Roman should be killing him.
Yeah.
Only when Drew was like, getting involved should Shane have any offense in. But it was so weird. It didn't matter because Roman started coming back, doing the whole thing. He got rid of Drew earlier in the match. There was a ref bump giving McIntyre the chance to just hit him with the Claymore. Mm-hmm. And that was it. 1, 2, 3.
That was it. Yeah, basic Roman match. I feel like besides that, but...
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, assuming Drew...
Now we got Drew versus him.
Yeah, but
we've seen that before.
And tonight is another celebration of Shane.
Oh, God.
Being Roman Reigns.
I want Shane McMahon off TV so
it's bad enough that he's on one show. Now he's on both shows every single week.
Well, our boss was right. You don't bet against the McMahon, and we learned.
Yeah.
We learned.
But that's ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I'm sorry. I don't think anyone predicted Shane.
No.
I'm sorry. Anyway, next.
Get him off TV.
What was next? Oh, Lars and Lucha House Party. Yeah, this was pretty interesting again. I read that the finish was changed.
Yeah, I read that too.
To what we got, which was a DQ finish with Lars winning. Because
he'll take it.
Because he was dominating one by one. He was taking them out. But then Lucha House Party started getting back into it. And then he was about to, destroy Kalisto with a move when Lindsay and Grandmaster came in and stopped him. And they didn't listen to the ref, so the ref just DQ'd them.
And now we get another rematch.
We probably will be, yeah.
It's Stomping Grounds.
But it does nobody any good. Lars does not look good for winning by DQ.
He still wins, though, but I think it's...
But it's supposed to be a squash. It should have been a squash. Just get it over with. That's what they want to do.
I mean, I kind of like that they're giving Lucha House Party a little bit of credibility.
You gave them that for weeks leading up to this match. And now you have this match, and this should be it. That should have been it.
Yeah.
Move Lars on to something else.
But where's Lars going to go?
Go to Aleister Black.
No.
They've had a match in NXT before.
Yeah.
Anyway,
would you want Aleister Black to come back and lose immediately?
He wouldn't lose. I would hope not. Thank God. I don't know. Anyway, I get my win here. Sorry, Lucha Rock. Damn. Next, we had... no, maybe it was this one.
Yeah,
this one.
it was. Which was...
Oh, I thought you picked Triple H for some reason.
No.
But we both got this one right.
a great couple RKOs in here, but this match was a lot.
Oh my
It
God,
dragged.
25 minutes long.
Yeah, why Triple H? Why?
Why are you insisting on putting on 25-minute matches?
We don't want to see you, Triple H. Randy Orton is fine, but like
this match is bad enough that it was 25 minutes, but it's a slow and plotting.
it was too
match.
slow.
A lot of rest holds, a lot of like in-ring psychology. Just like, I was like, yo, this match is still going on.
Yeah.
Anyway, Orton hits him with the RKO out of nowhere, as he does. And that's pretty much it. I don't know what else to say about that.
Congrats to Orton for beating Triple H on a pay-per-view. I mean, no one gets that very often, you know? Like,
I figured they were going to build him back up to something.
Yeah. I'd like to see him feud with who you just said, Alistair. But I like his tweet about going after Finn for the Intercontinental. That'd be good.
He teased Alistair also.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he got nothing better to say. I want him to face Bray Wyatt, because that's the person he needs to get revenge on.
Bray needs to get on Orton?
Yes, for burning down his house. Anyway, supposedly today's the last episode of Firefly Funhouse.
Oh, really?
Because there was a tweet.
Last week's was so good. The Muscle Man dance.
There was a tweet that Bray did a long time ago, I think maybe right after the first episode, where it was just lines of like just different sentences. And apparently someone figured out, and he confirmed it, that was the name of each episode. So there's only like 8 lines or 8 titles.
And this guy had that planned, years ago? Like, did he?
What do you mean planned?
Like, weren't those like old tweets or old promos? I mean, from years ago. Like,
I forgot the story behind that one. I don't know.
I think that all tied into
maybe
Firefly Funhouse too.
Maybe
because that was like all leading up till before the.
Maybe. I don't know. I kind of find that hard to believe. But there was something in his old vignettes and promos. Anyway, where were we? Oh, yeah, that was that. And then we had, Strowman, Lashley.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one was another. This was fine, I guess.
I didn't watch this one either.
You completely forgot the match was even going to happen.
Yeah, I'm like,
You're like, we only have 3 matches left. I'm like, no, you forgot this match. It was fine. Lashley is incredibly strong, though. I'll give him that. He just actually left Strowman that way and just was whatever. This means nothing. Strowman wins.
Means nothing. Lashley loses again.
This is a glorified house show. Next, we had Kofi versus Ziggler. Kofi wins. This was fine, I guess. I don't even remember this match.
I don't remember anything about it. I know.
I felt like it kind of ended abruptly.
I know Ziggler had a good acting moment, with his quivering chin, didn't he? Like, should have been me, Kofi.
You know what the bad part is? We're getting another match with them.
Dolph, but is KO going to be involved?
No. Oh, I mean, maybe it could be, I suppose. But the finish of this match was, since Ziggler hit Xavier on the outside, Xavier gave him a receipt when the ref's back was turned and kicked them, and then that led to the Trouble in Paradise.
And that's pretty much the first time Kofi's won a defense with the aid of
the
New Day in like old shenanigan style. Like, isn't that?
So I don't even know if
that's
Kofi
kind of
knows.
a big deal.
I wonder if Kofi even knows.
Ooh.
That'd be an interesting story. That Ziggler you wouldn't have beat me. He did bring it up after the match to Byron, I think it was, which led to him announcing a cage match for Stomping Grounds, which is what their match will be.
So no one can get involved.
Yep, so no one can get involved. So, you know the funny part is that they don't bring up is that Big E and Ziggler were together.
Oh yeah.
So what? Like that should be like a thread, but I guess I know Big E's hurt, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it was fine. It was whatever. The only thing I was worried about was
Kofi going strong.
Was Lesnar cashing in on Kofi afterwards?
I was thinking that too, but he doesn't.
Once he came out on top and Xavier was there to help him, which would have been crazy if Lesnar came and destroyed Xavier and then destroyed Kofi. That would have been nuts.
I think he was too embarrassed. I don't think he has any interest in that title, to be honest.
He will when it goes to Fox. When SmackDown goes to Fox. That's when I think he'll cash in. I think he'll cash in the first episode. Then we have this wonderful Battle Royal with people that weren't even in the actual match.
I cannot believe R-Truth was not in it. Like,
the reason he wasn't because because since he's the 24/7 champion, that everyone would just like try to pin him.
Well, that's what I was expecting. Some shenanigans.
Oh, of course, but it made no sense in this match.
Yeah.
Too many people. I don't know.
Well, what a
It's
shame
fine.
they missed. That could have been like the only interesting thing in this battle royal.
Well, this gimmick match was whatever.
It was too long too. The thing is, it was like a muddy image on your screen. There was too many guys. You couldn't tell who was who.
I didn't even realize EC3 was the first one eliminated.
Oh, jeez, that poor guy. Oh God, EC3.
You can go back to NXT, man.
I know. There's no wrestler I feel worse for right now than EC3.
It's not even his fault. He did absolutely nothing wrong.
The dude's an Adonis. Like, he should be on TV. Like,
the crazy part is
jacked.
The winner. Oh, you know the thing about these matches are there should be like interweaving storylines in between them, and the only moment we got was like ALP returning, right? Because now the other one, I forgot which one was hurt, but he came back. So it was them, Heavy Machinery,
Viking
Warriors,
Viking
Raiders,
Warriors, Raiders,
all former NXT tag teams.
Oh yeah.
So we haven't seen Viking Raiders in weeks. ALP haven't seen. So that was like cool to see them.
Oh yeah.
But whatever. And nothing. And then who won? Mansoor.
Oh.
NXT's Mansoor, who was the Saudi Arabian.
Nothing. Not saying this guy's not talented, but it's like let's just
put
fine. This for everyone.
No, it doesn't mean anything.
It means nothing.
It means nothing. Well, anyway,
Nice.
and finally, let's just get this over with. Finally, Goldberg versus Undertaker. Wow, this was pretty bad.
Bad news.
It started off well because he got speared twice, and I was like, "Oh, okay, we're gonna have like this Lesnar like at WrestleMania 33."
Bust his head on the headbutt coming out on his own.
I don't know if he did or not.
He said he did on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
I guess other people are saying
I thought
that too.
he just kind of cut himself to make it to go open up.
I mean, like
easier.
headbutted the door or something.
He always does that.
And
to get
that's
himself hyped up.
That's what happened.
Well, the worst spot was when he ran into the turnbuckle, the post, the corner. Oof.
I feel like he must have gashed himself or something.
No,
it
was already open from when he hit himself backstage.
It was such a huge difference.
No, but he hit himself really hard on the metal.
He gassed himself. He was
he got concussed.
wheezing coming down.
He got concussed. He was concussed. So and then it made it worse when he got tombstone right on his freaking neck.
Ooh,
that was gross.
Crunched. I was going to say, bad match. Shirt's really hot there. That could be an effect. 103. They're old dudes. I think you could see it in Undertaker's face. Like, he was very upset at the end of the match.
Well, he got dropped on his head too because he couldn't. Lift him up for the
that jackhammer was so bad.
Yeah, he got dropped on his head too because he's concussed and he couldn't take the tombstone properly because he was concussed, which led to him getting crunched. And then they tried to do the tombstone. Goldberg tried to tombstone him, he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So they were just like, forget it, chokeslam.
Yeah, and that was a very bad chokeslam.
Anyway.
That was like no height on that chokeslam.
Undertaker wins.
But the question is like, do both these guys retire now? Does Undertaker
Goldberg
see
needs
this?
to go away for sure.
Does Undertaker see this and be like, I feel like Undertaker must be ashamed right now. I feel.
You saw his face right afterwards.
Yeah, he looked miserable. Like,
looked like what was that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Goldberg. I'm glad Goldberg was okay afterwards. He went out on Twitter afterwards and was like, yeah, I feel bad, my fans and everything to go out like that. But I don't think he'll come back.
He's done.
So anyway, let's go into this. Let's see, Rocco. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Rocco. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. 1, 2,
that's
3,
how he wins.
4, 5, 6, 7.
What was our tiebreaker though?
How long it'll go?
How long did it go?
I really have no idea.
Let me see if I can look it up.
It doesn't matter because you're the winner. Reigning, defending champion is yours truly.
Congratulations, Phil.
Yes.
Will you have it for 2 more weeks at Super Showdown? I don't know how to find the time of it.
I go to Wikipedia, I think. Go to Super Showdown.
I'll post about it.
No, I want to see it. Type faster.
Now what am I doing?
Go down all the way to the bottom. Right, go up.
9 minutes and 35 seconds.
Okay, so I had 12, you had 18, so we both would have lost. I guess I would have won, so I was closer.
No, the closest to without
Oh,
going
we were
over.
tied.
Then you would have retained on a tie.
Oh, that's true. Because I am what?
The current champion. Don't make me say that.
Anyways.
Alright,
guys. That was Super Showdown. Next up is Stomping Ground. A wonderful first-time pay-per-view for WWE.
I don't really need to remake the board because it's going to be so similar.
Yeah, a lot of these. So. Crazy Goldberg Undertaker again? That's crazy.
Oh.
No, you don't. Anyways,
all right.
Until next time, guys, we'll be back. Be sure to check out Newsgeek, all of our stuff, social, read our stuff. Read it all.
Do it.
Click it.
See you next time.
Later.